is that you don't need a massive marketing budget to get something going. You can create content from the comfort of your own home, especially in these times.
This episode is brought to you by Portfolio Box, an online portfolio made by creatives for creatives.
So that is my message. Don't look at what I did, but look at how I did it, right? The how. And then you can really transfer that over into any profession and any discipline.
Hey, what's up, guys? I hope you guys are enjoying the end of the year. This year has been quite a roller coaster, to say the least. But, you know, it's nothing like starting off the year fresh, right? So with that being said, I'm joined today by serial entrepreneur Johny Pach joins me today. And we're going to touch base on 5 successful hacks to drive quality leads. You know, we're going to touch on his ventures across all sectors. And he's on fire right now, man. I can't wait to chat with this guy. But with the next coming year, we're going to know what to look out for, what's hot, what's trending for you to be ready. That and much more. Stay locked in. All right, Johny, welcome to the podcast. How are you?
All good, brother. Thank you so much for having me on. I'm sitting here in my lounge in London, staring at my Christmas tree right about now.
Oh man, I love it, man. You know what? Christmas time in London, I bet is something different, right? You know, I think like for myself, I feel like, you know, Christmas time, especially this year, right, is a time to relax, you know, let your mind settle down and just enjoy family time and, you know, get ready for the next year, right?
Do you know what, bro? Like, you're in LA, so you kind of know it's really hard to get that Christmas feel. And
exactly.
When I was there, if you didn't go to the Grove, which is like the most Christmassy in LA, all of the surrounding areas, it just doesn't really feel like Christmas. So it's good to be here. It's cold. It's like a little bit damp. It's been a bit foggy this week. We had a bit of snow. So yeah, we got that vibe going on.
Yeah, I saw that you guys had snow the other day. So I was like, man, I'm looking like Johny Pach is having a good time over there.
Bro, I would be much preferred to be over there in LA enjoying the sunshine. Trust me right about now.
Man, you know what? You know, getting into all that, you know, as far as all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
I want to have the audience get to know you a little bit, right? Johny Pach, who is he, right? Because I know a little bit about you, but not everything. So just give us a little background of, you know, as far as, you know, who is Johny Pach?
Yeah, true. So, like, I suppose who is Johny Pach is basically like a giant ball of positive energy. You know, somebody that has like a tenacious energy about them that they want to succeed in life and just really enjoy life for what it is, you know, be completely grateful for absolutely everything we have within this world, try and give back as much as we can, and just try to enjoy every single little element about life for what it is. And I'm talking about the challenges and I'm talking about the struggles along the way, you know, enjoy that process. But I suppose if you ask who is Johny Pach in kind of like a maybe an entrepreneurial sense, then yeah, you know, I run quite a successful marketing agency over here in London, soon to be expanding over into LA going into next year. And you know, with the 15 years of marketing experience and lead generation experience, alongside that, I have equally about 15, 16 years as an experienced TV host. And as you know, for many programs we worked on over in LA, you know, I've interviewed quite an array of different celebrities and film stars. I've hosted quite a number of live events globally and been on a number of different entertainment style channels. You know, my kind of presenter style is very much your Ryan Seacrest on the red carpet.
You got a lot of energy.
Yeah, you know that. Like, and we knew that. Like, obviously, when we met in LA, and we were working on some projects together, you know, we were just all about that, bro. We were just
Yep.
enjoying and just creating some great content. Just magical stuff.
Yeah, man, I love it, man, and hopefully once you get back to LA, everything's back to normal, and we could start working on some new projects, man. Because I
Sure.
know, when it comes to entertaining the people, man, you're right on point, man. So like, I'm excited for what you're starting as far as your new ventures and all that. But with the 15 years of experience of hosting and as far as entertainment, you have a background in entrepreneurship, and you're actually you're bringing that to scope. You're taking it
Yeah.
to new levels. I'm seeing your stuff, and I mean, I'm trying to focus on one thing with Johny Pach, but what's one thing that you've learned during that process, right? Like something that, like, what, maybe I should have done this differently back when you started.
Yeah, like, do you know, like, I'm a little bit of a serial entrepreneur, which sometimes can be a bit dangerous because
Yes.
you don't want to be a jack of all trades. You want to create a company which is going to be successful and it's going to be profitable for you. It's no point setting up an idea or a company that doesn't go anywhere and you just got this name over your head as entrepreneur when really you haven't really succeeded in kind of anything that you do. So you have to make sure that if you've got a unique idea, you've got to go into it 150%, just pure dedication, sweat and tears to get it off the ground. And I did that successfully with Next Generation. We're just coming up to 3 years now. And we've had a fantastic year this year. We've won 3 awards. We've had our most profitable year in terms of, campaigns and clients and marketing services that we've offered. And that's allowed me to really grow the company overseas now. I'm in that position to take the step over to America, let my UK team deal with the UK clients we have, and just expand over into LA, focus on a few aspects of marketing and advertising that Americans love mostly, and that's TV advertising. You guys are all about TV ads, and I'm passionate about that. I've been on TV ads myself. I've helped produce TV ads. So, yeah, I'm looking to really focus on that side and grow that side as part of the Next Generation and everything that we do. But, this year, being in lockdown, the current COVID situation, how it is, I know there's many people out there that will look at this and think, man, what a crappy year. I can't wait for this year to be over. I can't wait for it to be finished. But you know what? It's been such an incredible year of innovation. There's been so many incredible ideas that have been popping off and people have
Exactly.
really executed. And I think, that really led myself on with my fiance to set up our company, our new company, Buy PPE Limited. We got connected with 7 to 8 factories globally who are distributing mass quantities of PPE equipment, from the masks, the gloves, the testing kits, the thermometers, the bodysuits. And we realized, because we've got the connections directly with the factory, that a lot of the rates that we were getting were bottom line. And we knew that there was such a hunger and such a demand for PPE globally. So we
Yeah.
stepped into that space. We did a few really good deals and then built up a really good team around us based over in Malaysia, as where, once again, innovation, they've managed to create their own N99 transparent mask called Tusk, which goes to market mid-January.
I
And
heard about that.
yeah, and my company have got exclusivity for selling it in the UK and America. So yeah, so just kind of answering what you said there, it's been a great year. It's been a great year of innovation, and it's been a great year of ideas. And looking forward to seeing what we can come up with next year and create as a serial entrepreneur, as they say.
Yeah, you know what? You hit on a lot of points there. Now 2020, obviously it's not what all of us expected, but on the positive side, a lot of things have happened, for myself included, right? So there's a lot of innovation, like you said, that's happened this year. Kind of, sad to say, but it's kind of, we had no choice. But with 2020, all the things that happened, I feel like this year has been like we progressed like 5 years, I guess, with this year, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
with that, it kind of pushed us a little, like we got pushed like to the future, if that makes sense. And we're using what we know now, and now we got a plan for next year, right? What are we going to do differently, and how can we be prepared for this, for anything, right? Because we didn't expect this to happen. So we had to really, for small business owners and for major corporations, they had to adapt, right?
Yeah,
and
sure.
for you, it sounds like you hit the ground running, and your team just you guys adapted to everything, and that's something where I feel like if you don't adapt on the fly, you're gonna lose it, right? You're gonna lose the target. So
Yeah.
tell us a little bit about what is exactly Next Generation, right? Like how is that kind of influenced the market? And I want to dive in a little bit into your buy PPP. I feel like that's a interesting kind of venture that you tackled. But before we get into that, let's talk about Next Generation and what exactly is it?
Yeah, cool. And just to kind of finish off on what you just said there, isn't it weird how this year we've absolutely just been pushed for the innovation of technology?
Yes.
We're talking right about now on Zencast. Never heard of that before. And I obviously use Zoom on a daily basis now. Isn't it crazy how unforeseen circumstances like this whole year it brings on mass opportunity? And isn't it exciting to see so many of these different companies just emerging out of nowhere? And it's just really exciting. It's a really exciting time to be within technology. I think
exactly.
with all of this madness that has gone on, it's just really pushed the programmers, the coders, just to come up with this exciting technology. And yeah, as you said, it's going to be a great year going into next year, and a mass year for more innovation. And so I mean, talking about Next Generation. So I've been doing this around 15 years, as I mentioned. So I was the director of a few firms before my own. I've got a lot of experience in buying media, selling media to clients. Taking a client's objective and challenges and their accomplishments, where they want to get to next year, and advising them with my experience on where they should spend their money, how they're going to gain the best traction and response from that money, and where they need to invest into to get the best conversions, not only generating high quality leads for themselves, but leads that will convert into sales. So Next Generation, under 3 years, coming up to our 3rd year birthday, got a fantastic team of marketing professionals around us. We are, in essence, a marketing agency which is bespoke to generating leads. We generate over 5,000 leads a month on average at the moment. Really, really busy times. We've got about 32 campaigns live. Most of our clients are within alternative investment, so IPOs, EIS investments, stocks and bonds, crypto, cannabis, all of that type of thing. Whiskey, wine, there's a lot of demand for that at the moment.
Nice.
Within the real estate sector, and also FX trading. And our audience is mostly investors. Because I've been doing this for such a long time, I built up a really large network of financial publishers who all have their own individual databases, and we use those databases for email marketing. On the flip side of that, we offer a voice qualification service. So I've got 25 investment brokers on the phones at the moment. We've got over 12 million investor records, I would say, globally, that the guys can get into. Yeah, this has been built up of over many campaigns over the many years of doing this. And basically, in essence, we will put together an engaging script around a particular investment. And my guys will get on the phone. They will qualify the investors. They will qualify them for accredited investors. They will then present to them the investment opportunity and really gauge their interest, really get them excited about it. And then we will basically tee up the conversation for the client to speak to them the next day. And we supply them with that warm lead and the voice recordings with each of the leads. So email marketing and voice qualified leads are probably our two strongest areas, but also PPC lead generation. So getting landing pages at the top of Google and Bing where they can type in an investment opportunity on Google and then register their details onto one of our landing pages. And then we do a lot of video marketing, social retargeting, lead gen. So creating immersive videos and using that to generate high quality leads through lots of different social accounts. And then obviously TV advertising in America based on a cost per call. As I mentioned to you, I've got a guy works for me out there. I've got a small office out there. He heads up all of the TV campaigns that we do. And yeah, I want to come out there and really firm that up. But we're a fully equipped advertising agency as well. So if any of your listeners are looking for high-spec websites, brochure design, HTMLs, landing pages, video production, app development, I've got every specialist covering all of those areas in-house. And yeah, we've had a fantastic year, as I mentioned. We've won 3 awards this year, which we're truly grateful for. And just looking to hit the ground running going into next year. But hey, as you know, every company has its challenges. It's been a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to get to where we are today. Not every campaign, not every client is happy, but you just have to manage that. You have to manage that with the times. And what I will say to you is technology, once again, is moving so fast. There's constantly new ways to generate response and generate leads for our clients. So we really need to stay ahead of the curve and really stay up to date with the latest technology coming out, so that we can offer our clients new, insightful ways to generate customers, basically.
Exactly. And that's a good point right there as far as being ahead of the curve. Being that you're dabbling in so many areas, right? You're covering email marketing, website development, right? Video campaigns.
Yeah.
You're generating from different avenues, right? So you have to be ahead of the game. You have to be ahead of the curve, right? You got to know what's the latest trend. And right now, what are you seeing as far as what's the hottest topic? What's the hottest trend right now you're seeing in the market?
Well, we had all of this artificial intelligence stuff that was kind of coming out. But
I love that. I love that. I love talking about AI.
Yeah, do you know what though? I've got to say it was a little bit. It was all a bit off-putting. Did you see that latest Netflix documentary that came out?
Yes, I did. I know which one you're talking about.
Yeah, what's it called again?
Called The Social Dilemma.
Right, very scary, man. Just like
it's pretty much what's gonna be, right? You're already seeing what Neuralink, with Elon Musk's new venture.
Yeah.
That's right. It's coming. We just have to be ready for it.
Yeah, I know. It was just scary. It was kind of like it didn't really kind of dampen the mood on what we do, but it's a bit intrusive. It's too much, and we're not about that. Like the style that we market products to clients, we do it very educationally. You know, whether
Yeah.
that be download a free investment guide or we record like a 30 to 60-second presentation video, you know, yours truly presenting in the video as well. Just kind of educating customers and investors about new opportunities before they hit the market on a mass level, and creating some urgency around it to how you want to be registering your details and you want to be jumping on board with this opportunity before anyone else gets their hands on it, you know?
Hey, are you a photographer, designer, artist, architect, model, musician, or even a makeup artist? You gotta check out Portfolio Box. With Portfolio Box, you're not forced to use any standard theme. You can use any style for any page and create a truly unique website that reflects you and your work. If you're a creative, it's a no-brainer. Get 50% off for 12 months on all plans with promo code ROD50. That's promo code ROD50. And check out portfoliobox.net today. Yeah, man, it's there's a lot of stuff happening. Like I said, right? We're seeing new things. We're adjusting. But you know, I'm excited for 2021, right? But let's keep in mind that just because it's a new year, right? And it doesn't mean things are gonna be like normal, right? It's gonna take time. And then I always say 2022 is gonna be the year where you have to be ready and you have to be prepared, because once 2022 hits, it's gonna come quick, and if you're not ready, you're gonna be left behind. So keep in mind that next year is gonna be even a bigger year for your company.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, marketing's changing all the time, and I'll just give you a little bit of a comparison for this year. So obviously, I'll tell you, this is how this year went down, right? January, February time, our voice. Okay, when was it? Let me have a little think. Okay, the time we went into lockdown over here in the UK, it was about March time, right?
Well, yeah, I think for us it was around that time, but like complete lockdown, the administration on this side is still to this day confused. So
Yeah,
I
yeah,
think you
right.
guys, I think you guys, I believe, because it hit Italy right first, like hard, and then I think you guys kind of like, all right, let's shut it down, because
Yeah.
I talked to AJ like in I
Oh
forgot
yeah.
in March.
AJ is a good guy, man. Great videographer, very talented guy.
Yeah, shout out to Adam.
Yeah, definitely. So like, look, we went into lockdown about March, and around that time we were seeing an all-time high for our email marketing campaigns and PPC campaigns as well. And this
Hmm.
is just because investors were at home, they left the office, they had nothing to do, they were fed up of spending time with their wife and kids. They were online. They were massively online, searching for loads of different opportunities. The open rates and the click through rates were going through the roof for all of our email campaigns. Now we are very active with email marketing, but what we found was April, May, June, we found that there was too many offers getting pitched out there. There was too many agencies pitching email marketing to the same clients over and over and over, and the same clients were pitching to the same lists. So all of the lists got very saturated with the same offers, and investors were just switching off. June, July, August, they just switched off. We saw no activity on email marketing or PPC lead generation at all. It was crazy. We had 3 months of madness, and then it just totally quiet down. Now there were so many companies out there suffering because they rely on email marketing. That's the main part of their business. Thank God for us, we are completely diverse. We've got opportunities in lots of different sectors. So we thrived. When email marketing was so quiet, we thrived. And guess what happened? We saw a massive influx of voice qualification leads. We were delivering voice qualified leads from, I'd say, August, September to October. We were doing alone about 1,500 voice qualified leads a month for our clients. And that is because investors were just at home. They were fed up of seeing the same offers over and over on their laptop. But guess what? They're still at home. They're still chilled. They're still relaxed. They're not doing much work. They were accepting the calls. Our voice recordings were about 7, 8, 9 minutes long compared to 5-minute pitches. And we just saw mass conversions on all of the voice qualification stuff that we're doing. So
your team had just to clarify, your team actually called them by phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we got the investor details. It's part of our GDPR. Sorry, I can't even talk tonight. It's part of our GDPR compliance here with Next Generation. As I mentioned to you, we've got about a 12 million database. So my guys, they do the hard work. They make about 150 to 200 dials just to get one really good lead on the phone for our clients. But once they got that lead, it's a really hot lead. They're qualifying them for everything that they've got. We extract all of the key information from them without becoming too intrusive, but we're educating. We're educating on the phone. We're talking about the company that we're promoting and the opportunity, and they need to get their hands on it, creating some urgency as well. So it's a nice look. It's kind of marketing's flipped back on its head. It's kind of gone in reverse.
That's exactly what I was gonna mention. I was like, how is the conversion rate for that? Like, how is that? Because that's what you said, right? Where it's instead of, right, your email marketing took a collapse, right? Now you're going backwards and calling people, right? It's like, wait, people still talk on the phone, but for you, it seems like it's working.
It's constantly changing. You gotta. I see like a little bit of a dip. At the moment, email marketing's on an all-time high again. It's like really improved over the last couple of weeks, and it's all to do with the current circumstances. Everything around you. Look what happened in the UK. We've had the vaccine come out, and
I saw that.
The Brexit deal is kind of coming towards a close. You have to. It's not just about the products. It's not just about the leads we generate. It's about the whole flipping world around you as well. It's the current circumstance.
Adapting, right?
And it really, really does affect all of the campaigns that we do. So, the vaccine came out. So people are a little bit reassured now, and they're a little bit relaxed. So they're probably thinking, I'm going to be alive next year with this vaccine. I might as well invest into something. Let me answer the phone to Chris, one of our sales brokers. Let's see what he's got to offer. So it's crazy, as the times change, you have to be on point with how the market is going to change, and you have to be quite. Like, I tend not to look at the news a lot. I read up on the financial news. I read the Financial Times. I'm constantly watching Bloomberg. The financial markets I keep up to date with. But the news, like the BBC and CNN and Fox News, man, I stay away from that crap. It's so toxic. It's it's just watching the news is never going to give you any good hope or positive feeling. So it's just no point watching it. You might as well switch it off and crack on. But it's funny how marketing's changing. And voice qualifiers taking a bit of a dip at the moment going into December because investors
holidays.
They don't want to know. They're out Christmas shopping. Yeah. They're doing all of these things with their family, getting ready for the big day. But I tell you, the best day to run campaigns on every level with social media leads, email marketing, PPC, voice qualified. The best day is Boxing Day. Crazy.
Why is that? It just happens to be that day?
So obviously you got Christmas Day and then you got Boxing Day, but investors or customers, They vet so much. They're so relaxed on Christmas Day. They're like, man, I'm so indulged right now. I want to focus and look forward to the next year. So Boxing Day, run a campaign on Boxing Day.
There it is.
Yeah, they love it. They're checking their iPads, they're checking their laptops whilst the kids are playing games with like that hand, the hand with the cream on it, and you wind it up and it splats you in the face. Whilst your family are over there doing that, you've got an investor looking on their iPad, scrolling around, looking for opportunities going into next year. So, yeah, Boxing Day, we're already getting lined up for many campaigns getting shipped out on that day.
So would you say that that's one of your hacks as far as to drive leads? Because we did, I did want to dive into Johny Pach's 5 successful hacks to drive leads, and I feel like that you're giving us a little freebie there.
Yeah, good idea. I suppose in terms of hacks to drive and generate the best leads. Look, I'll tell you this, right? Generating leads, it can be quite an easy thing. If you look at social media lead generation, you could put $10 into the Facebook system and it's going to generate leads for you. Whether or not it will be any good is a different story. We're about the hacks in terms of creating qualified leads for our clients. And it's all down to the right way to market your products and services. So we're changing our whole dynamic as a company going into next year. We're changing our website around and everything. It's getting updated at the moment. It's going to look amazing. The team are on it. But we got
your next generation website, correct?
Yeah. Next generation site is completely changing. It's going to be crisp. It's going to be clean. And
I mean, I'm looking at it right now, man. It's kind of clean for me.
It's good. It's a little bit conjunctified. There's too much going on. It's a bit busy.
You want to keep it minimal?
Yeah, I think. And this is the ethos of the company now, right? Let me tell you this. It's like a 3-stage process. And in a way, this is a bit like our hack. We get clients coming to us and they're like, I want these leads for this product. And we're like, great, we can do it. But look, your company profile isn't out there. It's not the best to its capacity. You haven't got a high spec website. Your brochures aren't up to standard. We work, we kind of, in a way, turn down that budget for leads and we say, look, we got to focus on your content marketing before we do any of this. So the first step is content marketing. And that is what I mentioned to you. Includes website creation and build. You've got to have a high spec quality website that showcases your products and services to the best of its ability. And I'm talking about a good amalgamation of text so that you can really boost your SEO. I'm talking about the faces of the company. They need to be on there. You need to have your company profile. You need to have a high-res picture of yourself because customers, they want to see who's behind the company before they invest with them. So you've got to have a high-spec website and you've got to throw some video content on there as well because our brains are they're very tight-knit. We only dissect a key amount of information in something like 3 to 5 seconds. So you've got to have high spec video content on there. Which, Rod, being like a producer with everything that you do, a videographer, you got to have
video is king, right? What's the saying? If you got a picture, it's worth 10 words, but if you have video, it's worth 10,000 words, right?
Yeah, you know that. Absolutely right. So you got to have a high spec website with key video content. You got to have the face of the company on there, and you got to have a lot of text about what your company offers in terms of services and your ethos and everything else. So it's easily searchable online. So that's the first thing. The website's got to be on point. You then have to create a high quality you call it a deck over there. We call it like a brochure, PDF brochure, 4 to 5 pages. So you got to
media kit.
Yeah, you got to have a great brochure alongside that. Also, you've got to have social media optimization and management. So what we do is handle all of our clients' social accounts, and we post on them every single day different messaging pertaining to different audience sets. And generally, the content is pictures with text overlays, but we create some videos and we create blog content as well, posting on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and LinkedIn. So they're the three kind of elements for the start of your business: key website, key brochures, video content, and social media optimization. Once you've got that in place, stage 2 is all about driving leads. And obviously, we do that through voice qualified leads, email marketing, video marketing, social retargeting, lead gen, and then PPC lead generation. So then stage 3, once you've made sales from the leads that we've generated for you, you need to reinvest that profit into your company. And we call it stage 3, amplify awareness. And this is where your
Love that. Love that.
yeah, this is where your branding and awareness comes into it. So PR management with national, regional press, magazine inserts, and newspaper interviews, TV interviews as well. Um, also, also TV ad campaigns, just all of this type of thing. So the 3 stages there are literally they're a winner for any company, and I truly believe that they are the 3 points that you need to cover in order to have a successful career, have a successful company, and a highly profitable company with an immense amount of growth. So that is what we're going to be concentrating on going into next year. We've got every marketing specialist to cover each of those areas in-house now. We don't, back in the early days, we used to outsource quite a lot, but now we're starting to bring it all in-house. So
I kind of love that. I like when companies kind of have things in house because they understand the
yeah,
process of each of each sector. You know what I mean?
yeah, for sure. And it's just going back to what I originally said. It's not just about generating a great lead. Everything else about your company has to synchronize all around it. It has to be consistent. You have to have consistent content to showcase your company in the best way. There's been so many times where we've taken on projects and we've taken lead budget from the client and we've generated great leads for them, but the guys on the other end of the phone from the client haven't been very good. They haven't been able to have professional conversations with the investment leads that we've generated. They haven't had a good website. They haven't had any social content out there. Investors will get a call from, I don't know, butterflywealthmanagement.com. And then they go away and think, wow, that investment sounds great. What do? They will go away and do their diligence and research on you guys. And if they can't see, a high quality website, or if they can't see any type of blog content going out there, any updates or any social postings, they'll switch off, man. They won't speak to you again.
That's a solid that's a solid point. So it's just kind of taking it day by day, Johnny. And I think next year sounds like your team is ready, and I feel like when you come down to LA, we got to work on something, Johnny. I feel like you're on top of the game. I'm excited, and I feel like next year it's gonna be even a better year, and we gotta look at the positive, and with everything, you got to be optimistic, and I feel like you're doing a great job, Johnny, and I'm excited just to get to talk to you again.
Yeah, for sure, man. Like, I'm so looking forward to touching base with you and everything. When I'm out there, and just a little message for some of your entrepreneurial audience out there, okay? Possibly some of your startup firms. Look, I know it's hard when you're out there, when you're starting up a firm. You know, budgets are tight. Budgets are tight. You've got to get customers in, and it can be quite a time-consuming thing to do. And, you know, you've got to generate the business. My kind of tips around that are, look, it's all about content creation. And what we find is, with the person, the CEO behind the company, if you just pull out your phone and you just record yourself for like a minute or 2 minutes, just talking about your company, your services, your ideal customer, your problem solving, and what you're looking to achieve. And when you post that out on your social media, that is the best way, believe it or not, that is the best way to generate leads for your company. You know, I've had clients spend thousands of pounds with us on producing a high quality video, and we've run a social campaign on it, and it's been really difficult to generate leads for. But then on the flip side of that, we get a customer that has just filmed himself for a minute talking about their company and services on their phone, and we use that to generate leads. And guess what? They've got such a better response from it, like miles better. The leads have been great, the quality's been fantastic, and they've converted the leads. So look, what I'm saying to your listeners is that you don't need a massive marketing budget to get something going. You can create content from the comfort of your own home, especially in these times. So get creative down there. Get creating some content. Video yourself on your phone. Get writing up some blog content. But it's all about education. It's all about educating your potential customers about your services, what you do, your problem solving, and focusing on your ideal customer and how you can change their business, their service for the better. So that's what I thought I'd leave you with, you know?
Awesome, Johnny. That is the greatest advice a startup, you know, a firm or even individual that's just trying to get, you know, trying to just get a lead here too, right? That's excellent advice, Johnny. And you're going to leave us with the final hack, I guess, right, of how to drive leads. And, you know, you kind of, you know, you went full circle, you know, and you're doing a great job over there. And we haven't even talked about, you know, America's Next Investment, man. I think we're going to talk about the next one.
The next one, America's Next Investment, and obviously my podcast show as well, which I need to get you on next year, the Johny Pach Show on iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify.
There it is. Yeah. I love it.
Absolutely. I'm about to launch an episode next week with Kevin Harrington, the original shark from one of my all-time best shows, Shark Tank, I think it's on ABC out there. So
there it is. He's one of the, you know, he's what I think he was the infomercial guy.
Yeah, he was the infomercial guy. Now he's a massive property developer.
Wow.
Agent. Yeah.
That's a good lead to start your podcast, right? That's a good one.
Mate, 100%. Well, we're up to show number 27, I think now. So
okay, you already dived in. So
it's been amazing, man. It's been
like I tell people, after you pass your 10th episode, you're in it for the long run, man.
Oh, bro, 100%, man. I absolutely love podcasting, just like you, Rod. But you know the thing is, right? It's not even about interviewing this guest or this or getting content out there. It's about learning. I'm constantly learning from my guests. Literally, I'm interviewing them, like interviewing people in different walks of life, different journeys, different challenges, and I'm getting so many positive takeaways from it. I'm just learning so much from it, and I absolutely love it. So yeah, no, for all of you listeners out there, after you've listened to this amazing episode and many more from Rodrigo, check out the Johny Pach Show in conjunction with, you know, entrepreneurial spirit. That's kind of what what I cover on mine as well, really.
Yeah, and I think we can catch it on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah, iTunes, Stitcher, Spotify, on my website
Perfect.
as well, johnnypach.com/podcast. So, but yeah, Roque's next investment, man. We're going to have to like talk about that show, which is, I think it's going to go on Fox or ABC next year as where I'm the host. That's very much a Shark Tank style program. So it's going to be very exciting. And that's obviously my sponsorship for relocating out to LA next year with the launch of Next Generation LLC. So busy times, man. And plus, I want to do some amazing video stuff with you when I'm out there. Let's get on the red carpet when I'm out there, bro.
Oh, we're there. We're there, and we still gotta kind of dive into just to create content, right? Because content is king, and
yeah,
I feel like we'll be chatting after this podcast. But I'm excited. I'm excited for your new show, and I'm excited to see you, man. And thank you for giving the audience some education and some motivation. Thank you.
Yeah, no worries at all, man. And look, I'll happily put all of the post in. Well, I'll post all of the tips and this type of thing for all of your listeners to review over in the show notes as well. And yeah, man, just all good. Rod, thank you so much for obviously having me on. That absolutely flew. And we're going to have to do another show.
No, for sure. Where can the audience find you? It's on social media.
Yeah, so Instagram, Johny Pach, JOHNY PACH TV. And yeah, just on the website, all the w's.johnnypach.com. And then the Johny Pach Show is all over the podcast networks. So yeah, man, check it out.
Perfect. All right, Johnny. Well, we're gonna chat soon, and just stay safe out there, and we'll catch you on the next one.
Likewise, thanks so much, bro. Lots of love. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, Johnny.
Cheers, man.
See you guys on the next one.
Peace.
Would you like to be on the podcast? Got something to talk about? Make sure to head over to the website, hardwoodrod.com. Leave your name and the topic you'd like to discuss, and I'll add you to the calendar. And don't forget to subscribe and check out the latest episodes on the website. Follow us on social media at Hardwood Rod. And don't forget, every Tuesday we got the latest and greatest. So stay locked in.
We just want our respect. Rob wants his respect. Coach Vogel wants his respect. Our organization wants their respect. Laker Nation wants their respect. And I want my damn respect too.